I'm Tim McKinney.
And I'm Andrew Nelson.
Welcome to Always a Critic. Today I want to talk to you about our program. This is our first program, and I want to tell you kind of about what our program is about.
So please take it easy on us
while we exactly.
go through this.
What we're going to do in this program, or try to do anyway, is we're going to try to review movies, DVDs, music, video games, whatever we feel that people need to know about the entertainment industry, I guess you could say. We're going to try to sit down and explain to you some of the movies and what we feel about those movies. And then we're going to have a rating system of 5 stars. 5 being the best.
Top of the line, the best.
And 1 being the worst, I guess,
3 about average.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll take the time to explain to you each movie as best as we can. And give you as much information as we can about that movie or that DVD or video game or whatever it may be.
That's right.
We'll also at times read letters on the air. If someone sends us a letter to, what they feel about the show or maybe a show idea, and we might put your name on our show or read your letter. What we ask that you do, if you send a letter and you want it read on the air, please put on there, read on air, or if you don't want it on there, please put do not read on air.
That's right.
That way we're not
make it easy on us.
Yeah, exactly. That way we're not putting something out there that someone doesn't want somebody else knowing.
Have to retract it later.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to write to us and you want to tell us how you feel about the show, or you have a show idea, or just generally if you don't like the show, even I
won't put that on
the air. I'm not going to put it on the air, but I mean if you want to tell us how you feel, then I guess it's your right to tell us how you feel.
That's right.
Anyhow, we're gonna be reviewing these things and try to give you as much information as we can. I guess today we're gonna look at a couple things. As you can see here, my colleague Andrew Nelson here has his Quagmire shirt on.
Right.
So we're gonna be talking about Family Guy.
All right.
DVDs, yeah. But first of all, let's get to the DVD Lucky Number Slevin.
Okay.
Now, Lucky Number Slevin, of course, stars Josh Hartnett, Morgan Freeman, Sir Ben Kingsley, and Lucy Liu. It looks like a pretty good. It was a pretty good movie to me.
Yeah, it was.
I like the twists and turns in it. I thought that was really.
I enjoyed the ending, but how it went back and tied everything together.
Yeah. That's what I gotta agree with you. That's about the best I liked of the show. Or the movie.
Also, another thing I liked is those subtle little hints.
Yeah.
Like when it started out, it would show a certain object or something that related back to a character later in the film, and things I completely missed until they went back and rehashed.
Yeah, exactly, and it kind of showed you, tied up the loose ends.
Exactly,
who Slevin was and how everybody affected Slevin.
Exactly, yeah.
And it was a really good movie. I mean, it was entertaining. It had substance. It had what was needed in a movie.
It was original.
Yeah, exactly. And it had that like we're saying, the twists and the turns, and you didn't know what was going to happen next.
Exactly.
It was a good movie. It was a really good movie.
Kansas City Shuffle. These Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Kansas City Shuffle. Yeah. And for a while there though, I didn't understand who was who there for a little bit. Yeah. Like the guy sitting in the airport or whatever there. Yeah. But like you said, it came back.
The ending tied it all up.
Yeah,
finished it
back around and showed how that all went together.
And that's how thriller should end.
Exactly. And I really liked it. Like I said, we're gonna be rating these 5 the best, 1 the worst, and then 3, like you say, is about average. And I would have to give Lucky Number Slevin. I would say 4.5 stars.
I'll give it just a 4.
Just a 4.
Just a 4 for me.
Okay. The reason, and what I like to explain to everyone why I say 4.5 is because it's odd to see a movie like this. Come out these days. This is a movie more like you would have seen back in I don't want to say the 80s, but more like in the 70s or something like that. You know what I mean? And I think it really has. The substance that's needed in the movie, and that's why I give it 4.5 stars.
I only give it 4. I would have given it a half as well, but I had to take a half point off because it has the usual happy Hollywood ending where the guy gets the girl. And now if they left that out, it would have got a 4.5, maybe even a 5.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. That was a little, I don't know,
It's overused.
Yeah.
Just admit it.
Yeah, and they did it a lot up until Saving Private Ryan. As a matter of fact, I think Saving Private Ryan is one of the first films. Well, they did it before, but I'm talking about main films that That was a
where the main character dies.
Yeah, where the main character.
There was one done long before.
Oh, I know that. I know that. You know, like John Wayne movies.
Sands of Iwo Jima.
John Wayne, stuff like that. But what I mean is in the modern, the modern movies made in the last 10, 15 years or whatever. You know what I mean? That's one that I guess stands out in my mind. I'm sure there's other ones out there. And
actually, if you look back, there's quite a few actually.
Oh, is there? That's one that stands out in my mind. And if there's anyone out there that knows more about that than I do, I'd love to hear it. You know what I mean?
I think like two others right off the top of my head.
Is there two of what would those be?
Wind Talkers.
Yeah, I got to agree with you.
And Sin City.
Sin City, yeah, I agree with you on that. I do remember that now. I guess it's just the Private Ryan is the one that kind of stayed in my mind a lot.
Well, it was the first real big movie to have that kind of attention to detail.
Yeah.
So it's going to stand out in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, it just seemed like it stand out in my mind more.
Especially if you see a nice guy like Tom Hanks get killed.
Yeah.
That's going to stick in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah.
There were movies long before it happened.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for correcting me on that, because I mean,
anytime.
Yeah, it's just the fact that that one stuck out in my mind.
I'm also sure if you look back, there's also probably movies before John Wayne where the main character gets killed.
Oh, I'm sure.
Shane.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But I bet you our viewers probably could send us a full list of them. You know what I mean?
Feel free to.
Yeah, exactly. We would like to know. Actually, we'll correct that on the show if you want to send it in there. But but Lucky Number Slevin, back to that.
Okay.
It's a really good movie, and I recommend it for anyone that wants to sit down and have a good movie. Of course, it has some adult subject matter, is
Well, dealing with mobs and hitmen.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna.
So you just want to make sure that the kids, you know what I mean, don't maybe when the kids go to bed or something, or gone sleep over or something.
Summer camp.
Now we're gonna get into your neck of the woods here, man.
Expertise.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And that's Family Guy.
Oh, yeah. Family Guy. Is it Season 4, Volume 3.
Yeah.
Because they packaged 2 seasons together, kind of threw everything off.
Yeah.
Came out on DVD recently. And it's back to the Griffins and her friends, and up to their usual antics, and crazy parodies, and knocking up pop culture. And it's actually like the 3rd time they were canceled and brought back. They say it's actually one of the only Fox shows that was canceled and actually brought back.
Wow. Yeah, I know. I remember them canceling it a lot, and then and I remember American Dad at that time too, a little while back or whatever. They canceled that, and I guess that's back on the air now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Family Guy. Everybody's got to love Family Guy.
I love Family Guy myself.
I'm sure there's people out there that don't, but I mean, it's a good show,
It is. Yeah.
I mean, there's times in there that I see that they push it a little bit,
well,
but it's a cartoon, like you say.
Every show pushes it to
a cartoon. You told me that before. It's a cartoon, but they do a few things that I would not do myself, or would say.
That's why it's a cartoon. I mean, you can't expect it to go into what SpongeBob SquarePants does.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Even some of those jokes, those hidden, double layer jokes, they kind of push the limit as well.
Yeah, and you got to understand too, it's more of an adult cartoon. You know what I mean?
What the rating says.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not something you would set your little kids down to watch.
Exactly.
And it might not be something that some people would like to watch, like maybe South Park or something. I don't want to match that up with South Park, because Family Guy is a much better program than South Park. But it kind of has those overtones to it too.
Sometimes it does, yeah.
Yeah, it does. But as far as the show goes itself, I mean, it's a really good show. I like Family Guy.
In fact, it was skewered in another TV show, but where Family Guy usually has only one type of joke. He says, "Well, I remember the time when I was," and it's something that doesn't have to do with the plot, but I like that about it.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's those crazy cutscenes. It's just so unbelievably unreal.
Yeah.
It just makes it so entertaining.
I agree with you. And I remember a scene, I can't remember if it's in that, I know you'll know this, but if it was in the movie or in one of the shows, where he gets flung out of a
That's the movie, the catapult.
And you think he's going to go through this window, but he lands outside the window and then gets up and tells the guy it's a lovely,
lovely Fabergé egg.
Yeah, lovely Fabergé egg collection.
Kodiak's son.
Yeah.
Dominoes.
And that was funny because you in all the movies you've ever seen before, you expect the person to go crashing through the window, hitting that, knocking
making
stuff
a big
off.
mess,
yeah,
breaking it, wreaking havoc.
Exactly, and he just lands down out front of the window and then makes a statement, which I thought was really funny. That's different and funny. And there's a lot of them that I could come up,
I can go on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah, it's just, But now, this is, you said this is the 4th season that's on DVD?
Yeah.
The 4th season,
and
okay.
I think they're out actually on TV out to the 5th or 6th season by now.
Okay.
I'm not sure which.
5th or 6th season. Now they boxed the first volume in there's 4 in the set, right? 4 DVDs in that set.
3 to 4 sometimes.
Is it 3 to 4?
Depends.
And then like the second one is like 3 to 4. But the last one they let out now, or released, you were saying something to me before that it was only like 3 discs or something like that. Is that correct? Or like 2 disc sets?
Yeah, season 4 there's 3 CDs. There's 4 to 5 episodes on each.
Okay.
Plus special features, which I really like, which is there's a couple deleted scenes, and usually on the other CDs there's only 2 tops actually that had commentary. And this latest season that's out has commentary on virtually every episode, and I love to hear the Family Guy commentary.
Wow,
it's really good.
And I guess that's the time that they canceled it too. That's why probably that set was probably a little less.
They were talking about what they were doing in between and working for different TV shows. And one of the special features is called Family Guy: The Guide to World Domination, or something to that effect. Or the Family Guy Phenomenon. I'm sorry, it's Family Guy Phenomenon, and it's about how through reruns on late night programs and the DVD sales and internet, it got so popular they brought it back.
Yeah. Well, they had people that were signing petitions and stuff, like that, weren't they? Or to get that back in there.
Several thousand. One of them too. But it's several thousand signers on that petition.
Wow. Yeah. See, that goes to show you the majority speaks, man.
Yeah.
You know. But
somebody actually listened, and they did the right thing by listening this time.
Well, now on the. Of course, I know you're going to give them all kind of a high rating because you like Family Guy. Yeah. But let's say on the, for instance, on the movie. What would you rate the movie? I mean, would you rate that a...
The movie. Yeah, I never thought about that yet. But I'd give the movie 4.5 stars.
4.5 stars? I would have to say so too on that.
Yeah. I only wish it was released in theaters.
Yeah.
The DVD release is something that's not going to be much widespread.
Yeah.
And if it was released in theaters, I think it would do a lot better.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people will go see it.
I have to agree with you. It's a good show, you know. And I thought the movie, but you know, a little bit. I thought the movie kind of left I don't want to say left it because it's a cartoon and you really can't. You know, you're not looking for substance.
Exactly.
Like that. But it just didn't kind of mimic around the series, I guess you could say. It had a few things.
Actually, they're written as 3 episodes.
Is that what it was?
Originally, and by this time they've aired as a season finale on TV in 3 separate.
Yeah, that's I remember that. Yeah, that was like when they went off the air. It was the finale.
Yeah.
They did 3 weeks of the was it 3? They did 3 weeks, right? Worth of the show. Was that what it was?
It wasn't like a case. It was just a regular season finale at the end of season 4 or 5.
Okay. Yeah, I remember doing that. Yeah. I can remember that, and then what would you give the DVD sets? I mean, like say Volume 1, Volume 2,
as a whole or individually?
Well, if you want to do it completely in a package, that's fine.
Okay,
but I mean,
as a whole, I'd give it 5 stars.
5 stars
as a whole.
Okay. And I've seen a few of those, and you know. And I would have to say I give it probably 4 stars.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would give it.
Okay, that's your opinion. I have mine.
But that's for me.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, that's for me from more of a conservative side, I guess, of the you know what I mean the program.
I just go more fun, goofy, zaniest, crazy jokes.
Yeah,
side.
I mean, there's some jokes in there that, as I've said before, and I don't want to get into the whole thing, but there's a few jokes in there that you really didn't like, although they did it cutesy, so to speak.
What's the thing? A cartoon like that, you're not going to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
It's impossible to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be offended.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I gotta commend them on it's a good show. You know.
And as you said, the numbers prove it. The majority shows it.
Yeah,
a lot of people like it.
Exactly. And they got the reruns of it too, and over on another station right now, like 3 at night or something like that. Isn't it when it come on 3 a.m. Is it up? The reruns? I can't remember it.
It comes on 11:30.
11:30,
and then it reruns again at 2:30.
2:30. Oh, okay. I knew that they had like a station, you know. And, I can't remember what the name of the station is, but they had a station there. Well, I guess you could go ahead and say what station that's on.
Cartoon Network's Adult Swim.
Cartoon
Network's 11:30.
And then sometimes I get it on TBS, right?
Yeah, Mondays at 10 and 10:30.
Okay. Yeah. So if you wanna check that out, you know, and see the show, but I'm sure everyone out there that knows the show,
if they know the show, they know when it's on, what channel.
I kind of think that's one of those shows too, man. That where it goes. You have to be kind of, I don't want to call you a Family Guy head or whatever you're going to call it.
Family Guy fanatic.
But you kind of got to be in that group. You know, the guy that really likes Family Guy, or you either really like it or you don't like it. That type of thing.
I agree with you to a point.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I like it, you know, moderately. It's a good show. And it's funny. I think it's a very funny show.
Which is the purpose of it? It's to entertain, right? Movies and TV entertain. And
yeah. So that's why I give it what I give it, and I think it's and I think it's worth seeing. The whole DVD set and all that, and you can purchase those at any local large chain place. I don't want to say none of those names on TV, but yeah, you can get them there or rent them at the video store. I guess most video stores probably carry parts of it. I guess maybe not all the volumes.
A lot of video places don't rent TV shows.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as the show goes, Family Guy's pretty good. And see, my show I like is The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Simpsons guy, but in there. But
I like The Simpsons too, but it's been on for so long. They can only do so many original things,
Well, now let me get your impression on American Dad. I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, it's a completely different show, completely different characters and jokes and everything. And I'm not really too crazy about it, but I think it's like Family Guy. It didn't catch on right away.
Yeah.
And it might take some time for it to catch on, but
I think
potential.
So. I think so too. I've only seen like a couple episodes of that. I think though, because it seems like every time I would go to watch it. It
comes on right after Family Guy.
No, it seems like it would get canceled or something though when I went to go watch it. You know what I mean, or whatever.
Well, there's certain TV station that shows it. They're well known for having a set up and messing it up with different shows.
Yeah, exactly. But
sports games.
What couple shows I've seen of it, I liked it pretty good. I mean, it was a pretty good show. Now it's still on the air, right? American Dad.
Yeah.
I said that before. Yeah. It's still on there.
Still on the air.
Yeah. Okay. And it's still on after Family Guy every Sunday night. Is that what it is? Okay.
Should be.
Yeah, okay.
Before or after.
Cool. I have to catch that.
Yeah, you will.
That's a good show. But yeah, I mean, as far as shows go and all that DVD sets and all that, that's a pretty good show to get.
It is.
To get. Now, does he Seth MacFarlane? Am I pronouncing his name properly?
Yeah.
MacFarlane. Has he done anything else besides like Family Guy and American Dad, or do you know?
He's done student films before.
Has he done student films and stuff like that?
He's actually worked for Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Oh, really?
Did that? Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow. That's some of my genre. Hanna-Barbera. I grew up watching Hanna-Barbera.
Oh yeah, I remember Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
But he's got a good thing going there.
Yeah,
I like that.
Seems very popular.
Yeah. Family Guy. If you guys want to check it out, get the DVD set.
9 times out of 10, I think most people are gonna. Have seen it already.
They're going to know about it or seen it or something, Maybe the parents or kids watch it. Even though it's not a kid's show, I'm sure kids still watch it. Because The Simpsons, I remember when I was, 10, 11, well, maybe a little older than that, would watch The Simpsons, sneak into another bedroom with another TV and watch The Simpsons, So I'm not telling any of you kids out there to do that, but that's what I used to do. We're going to go on with the show here a little bit more and tell you just a little bit more about the show. Like I said, our show is just a review show. We want to try to review everything we can on this program. Of course, we can't. We only have 30 minutes or so to do it in.
And it cuts it close sometimes.
Yeah,
We also understand that everybody has different tastes and different opinions, and not everybody's going to agree with us, obviously.
Exactly.
So try not to get too mad at us. But.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to make some mistakes and things like that along the way. And that, and that, but we want to hear from you. I mean, that's the most important thing, is because if we don't hear from you, then we know, we don't know if our program is doing what it should be doing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And if what we need to do differently, and if you feel we need to do something differently in a certain place or a certain thing, we want to hear that from them. You know what I mean?
We would love to hear comments, and what you like about the show, what you don't like.
Yeah, exactly. And
maybe some of your favorite TV shows and movies.
Yeah, exactly. Tell us what you like. What you don't like. And send it in to us, and we'll go through those, and we'll try to get. Of course, if we get a lot of them, we can't really write back to everybody or answer all of them, but we'll try. Yeah, we'll try to do it, and but we want to know how you feel about the show.
Yeah.
If you think we should change something here or there, or maybe
if any ideas of something we could review.
Yeah, exactly. If you have any show ideas, any kind of movies, celebrity news, whatever that might be, anything to do with entertainment, we'll be glad to have you send that in to us so that we can find out and we'll know what we're doing because we're helping you to you know do what you need and whatever else. But send in the letters. There'll be at the end of the show. Yeah. We're going to put up at the end. We're going to put up an address
down in this general area.
Yeah, or it might just be a black screen up there. I'm not sure yet how they're going to do it.
But anyway, it's going to be somewhere in this area.
Yeah. But anyhow, you'll see that up there, and then you can write to us or you can email us. Also, you can go to our website. We have a website on MySpace, and it's www.myspace.com/Tim and Andy. And you can go there and you can see all of our friends we got there.
It's all one word, right?
Yeah, it's all one word. And we got some friends there and that. And we would like to have you add us as your friend. Love nothing more than to have that.
Please like us.
We're working on a regular website too that we'll get set up and you can go there and find out show information. And that, but you can also find that on MySpace, the MySpace account as well. We'll put that up there as well.
You gonna try to put up our reviews?
Yeah, we'll put up some reviews and different things, blogs and all that, different things we want to put in there. And we'll also, we're trying to work on it right now is to get in a YouTube, so we can put maybe some parts of the show on there, so that if you don't, your family members don't get this program on their TV network, then you can just go right over to YouTube, send them over there. Or whatever, and when we get it set up, we'll have a link from the MySpace account and the other site.
Oh yeah.
Where you can go to that and watch it and whatever your favorite shows are and vote on it and whatever else. And we're working on some emails. One for I'm trying to get this set up.
With the pen.
Oh, sorry. We're trying to set this up so Andrew will have his own email address and I'll have my own email address. So that way you don't have to keep putting the subject line for Andrew or for me. You can just write to that one email address.
That's a good idea, man.
Yeah, and we can keep track of it that way. But anyhow, we want to hear from you. Send us all your letters and whatever else.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk to you about a few more things here. Exactly.
Oh.
One of the things is we need underwriters. Okay, now underwriters are sponsors. For some of you who might not know what an underwriter is. We need sponsors to help us with this program.
Tell me more.
To help us with the program, because as you know, it costs money to make a program and to get it out there to you. So we can use underwriters, and you can help us for less than you think. And if you have a business or something, we would love to make you a part of our show.
Sponsors, basically.
Yeah, sponsors. Yeah, but I believe most of the networks that they call it underwriters. And how they actually. They got a little bit different term.
It'd be too easy to use sponsors.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to underwrite our program or sponsor our program, we would love to have you as a sponsor. We'll try. You can go to MySpace and we'll also give you. There'll be information on there about that, or you can email us too, and we can give you information about that. And I don't want to go on and on about it, but we just need underwriters and sponsors for the show. Yeah. Pretty much, I guess that's about it for this program, since it's our first program. I guess we're going to kind of cut it short, a little bit, but, we'll review what we went over here.
Okay.
We reviewed Lucky Number Slevin,
right.
Which we said was a good movie, and you should go out and see it. Yes. It got good twists and turns to it, good ending.
Good ending, which most endings should be like.
Yeah, so it ties up everything at the end.
Exactly.
And all that. Then we had Family Guy, your favorite show. And,
one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, one of your favorite shows. And we said if you get a chance to go out and rent those or buy those or whatever it is you want, if you got a friend that has them, borrow them from him. I mean, that's how I seen most of the Family Guy I've seen.
Yeah, just don't take a month to return them.
Yeah, that's true. But get out there and get the Family Guy, because the Family Guy is a good show.
It is.
And remember, it's on every Sunday night at 9:00?
Yeah.
Sunday nights at 9:00 on a certain station, which we're not going to name or anything like that. But
it's also on weeknights, most weeknights.
On Cartoon Network,
the Adult Swim,
and
block at 11:30 and 2:30,
and then somewhere on TBS at a certain time.
Mondays at 10 and 10:30.
Is it Mondays at 10:30? So if you want to catch it. Tell us what you think about it. If you got different views about it. Basically, that's about it for this show, I guess. Unless there's something else you want to say or add in there.
Pretty much, basically said everything there is.
Okay.
So.
But we were glad to be here with you.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoyed our first show, and I'm hoping our next shows will be just as entertaining and help you out with the information that you need to know. We'll help you out as best as we can with reviews of movies, DVDs, music, whatever it may be.
Well, I know I certainly look forward to watching movies and reviewing them.
Yeah. What kind of better way is there to reviewing them, sitting there watching, reviewing them, and letting the people know? I mean,
getting paid to sit there and watch.
That's true. But anyhow, I guess that's our program for this week, and we hope you tune in next week, as we're going to have our top 10
classic
horror films. Classic horror films. Yep, classic horror films.
The two-parter, people.
Yep. We're going to have, next week it's the classic horror films, and then the week after that it's going to be the modern horror films. And we're going to look at those, and we're going to kind of judge them, and we're going to look at all that and give you some information on the classic horror films and the modern horror films the next week after that.
Classics usually are a lot better than the modern ones.
They are. So I guess we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
I guess that's all we got to say for this week. So we'll see you next week. Everybody take care and see ya.